Hi there, everyone. I was posed a question of how does one become a slave or enslaved or re enslaved? How does re enslavement occur or enslavement? Well, first of all, the person has to make choices in their life that they know go against everything they believe in. And that's how a person is enslaved. I want to say re enslaved, but I'll say enslaved for right now, because there may be a clarification that comes up as I'm speaking. So you have to make choices that go against every bit of your morals and values in order to be entrapped. Then you have to have low self-esteem or be very arrogant in order to be enslaved. Because very arrogant people get broken down so that they can be enslaved. Whereas low self-esteem people, they just get treated like crap all the time anyway. They have low self-esteem for them anyways. So they just, most of them will just say, all right, cool, I'll follow. Right. It sounds cool, just to be part of something. Because more than likely, this type of person is not. Right. Or if they are a part of things, it's mostly illegal stuff. And then there's the excited to be enslaved slave, right? This is a person who they see what you're doing and they like it. They don't want to have to make their own decisions, so they'd rather be told what to do. And instead of joining the military, this person allows himself to join some type of cult, right? A person who enjoys being told what to do, how to live, like in every way, this person usually ends up in a cult or tries to start one, and then they get taken over, taken down, right? So this is what I would call a coven person. They create a coven, right? So to be enslaved, you have to give up all your morals and values, go against everything that makes you who you are, everything you believe in. You say the heck with it. You are either very arrogant, so the person looks at you and says, that's my project. I'm going to break them down to the very last compound. I ain't playing with them. I'm tired of this arrogance, so I'm going to show them that they're going to be a slave. They ain't above me, ain't nobody else. I'll break this person down to a slave. And this is an arrogant person who gets on everybody's nerves, right? There's one of the people who get on everybody's nerves. Like, you chilling, they got to come in the room like, yeah, it's me, I'm in the crib. And you like, yo, I'm on the phone, right? We handling some business, like, or, yo, we chilling, we watching a movie. Why you coming up in here messing up, the chill atmosphere, right? And then they're like, well, whatever. I mean, damn, I could have, right? Yo, once again, we chill, right? It's nice seeing you, but you need to go back out the door, right? So that's the type of person who will get broken down and beat down to become enslaved. And then there's the person who has low self-esteem who just like, cool, whatever. I'm down with whatever. I'm with whatever. At least somebody's wanting me to be a part of something finally, right? So that's the first stuff, the first things that happens to you when you become enslaved. Those are the different types as well, right? So then this person is watching you like, okay. Then they start feeding you different types of information, stuff you've never heard. They take you to that euphoric stage, like you're in a relationship, right? Like in a loving relationship. They take you to a euphoric stage with information. They take you to all these different places you've never been, giving you all this beautiful trinkets possibly too that goes with the information. Like, oh my gosh, I know I've been teaching you about laws of the laws of the galaxy. So I went and bought you a constellation bar, right? I've been teaching you all about the galaxy, so I went and got you a constellation bar. I know you would love it. And you're like, yes, I love it. Now they telling you what you would love. So they're already training you to listen to what they say you like and love, right? So this is where the brainwashing occurs, right? Because they're bombarding you with nice stuff. They're treating you well, and they're telling you while they're doing it, I know you'd like it. I know you'd love it. I know you want it. I knew you wanted it. I knew it. When I seen it, I thought all about you, right? And this is stuff that you've never even used, done, thought about before. But because they're teaching you a new subject, they're bringing you everything that has to go with this subject. And like, I knew you'd love it. Oh, this will fit you. Oh my gosh, this looks great on you. Oh no, you have to have this. This is you. And it's like, it's not anything you have ever been or were before. So the next step is putting you in charge of something. So you get put in charge of something so you feel important in whatever that arena is that person is trying to switch you up in, right? And they do this to the person they're breaking down too, right? Because they put them on a pedestal and then drop their ass drop their behind real hard and heavy, right? So this is where they give you a job, a major job, something important, right? Surrounding what they need, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm working for this person. We're like directly together. I'm working for this person. I get to do all of these different things, and now you're excited and happy because, oh my gosh, I have the keys to the office, right? He or she calls on me every time they need something. So now you're excited. Oh my gosh, I got put in the office right next to the majors, right? So it's always something that's like really, really wanted. And then after that, that's when they start sticking it to you. They start making those little smart comments, little snide remarks, you know, drilling whatever they want. You just start seeing negatively now into your head, right? Like, oh, you see that? Yeah, that goes against everything that we thought about. Remember I told you, Pluto don't exist anymore, right? No, you ain't got something representing Pluto. No, No, you don't put Pluto in your office, right? Pluto doesn't exist anymore, right? That's old news, right? Yeah, I understand, but Pluto's old news. We don't do Pluto. We don't do Pluto? No, we don't do Pluto. Right? You did, oh my gosh, you just messed up the whole mojo with Pluto. Girl, please go get rid of Pluto. Now you rushing to get rid of Pluto and you feeling like, oh my gosh, I just messed up the whole mojo of the situation, right? I just messed up the whole energy of the situation, right? Right, looking at you like you Mojo Jojo now. Like, I done changed the whole atmosphere by adding Pluto. Now you like, how do I fix this? And then when you go back in, oh my gosh, we have to fix this. Like, well, how do you think we should fix this? And you're like, now you're thinking of something real outlandish to do for this person. Like, well, I'm not really sure, but is there something you need that I can make this better? Now this person's like, ooh, I got you. Right. Now they tearing you up. Right. They using you for any and everything they want. Now you're their pet. Right. You're their pet now. Because, right, they done broke you down to being a pet. Listen to what I just told you. Right. Listen to what I just told you. Right. They brought you up, and they made you feel wild and crazy about something. Now you want to make it up to them by being their pet. And they're, hey, you mind getting my laundry, right? Hey, see everybody clean this, right? Yeah, that clean, yeah, because you always drive past there, right? Right, that's where I go. They don't never go there, but they know that's where you drive by. So when they want you to do something for them, that's the cleaners they go to now, right? Right. You don't know too much about this person, but now you learn it. That they are doing stuff centered around your route, the way you come to work, the way you drive to work, so that you can bring them stuff, their stuff to work, right? Oh yeah, girl, you know that little coffee shop around the corner from your house, would you mind stopping and getting me such and such? Yeah, girl, I just love they stuff, right? So now you stopping by getting scones and coffee, right? You they pet, you they slave, right? Next thing you know, it's anything they want. Anything goes. But right now you're like, all right. Now they starting to demote you. Oh, you know. Yeah, it's getting a little tough around here. Yeah, because they let you go because they got them a new person that they're really interested in messing with. And I don't mean sexually. I mean the same way they did you, right? Because now they're ready to discourage you. They already using you as a pet. You're not any fun now. You already became their slave, right? So they're your pet, right? So they don't want to deal with you any longer. They found someone else that now Sound like a narcissist, right? But everyone's not a narcissist, right? There's criteria for narcissism, right? So this just a person who likes to use people and break people down, and they don't necessarily be a narcissist, right? This could have just happened to them, and they just like to do it to people now, right? They fell for the okie doke, now they like to do it to other people, right? I'm gonna get narcissist, right? That's not the criteria for narcissism, right? We have strong, strict criteria for narcissism because that is a serious, serious, serious personality disorder, like seriously, right? So now your feelings is hurt. You have even more low self-esteem. You were once arrogant, possibly. Now you broken down. This person wasn't playing with you. And with an arrogant person, trust me, the stuff that they ask you to do is outlandish. They have you going all out for them. I mean, you got to drive like 10, 15 miles out your way to go get their coffee, right? Now that you started picking up their laundry and stuff, now they go to a whole nother cleaners, and that's like 15 minutes out your way to work, right? So now you gotta leave earlier, but you've been getting their laundry from where? Getting their dry cleaning from right by your house, so it was cool. You ain't mind. You ain't mind getting them scones and stuff. Now, them scones making me sick. I can't get nothing from there no more, right? Now they so used to you doing for them like you they personal assistant and you never were. Now you they pet. Now you they slave. You they slave now because they got you going 15 miles out your way to get they dry cleaning and they scones, right? Because they found they found what they want all in one same area now, but it's 15 miles away. And mind you, they doing this to the other person too. But you getting their scones and laundry, so they finding something else for this person to get into, and they going through the same thing that you went through. So that's the breakdown. That's how you become enslaved, right? It's a personal choice. You do it to yourself. You're not paying attention. You're not aware. You're not on point. You're not listening to your gut, right? You're not listening to your signs and signals. And some of you are enjoying being a slave. And that's where it gets even dangerous, those who enjoy being a slave. Because now you want to do trickster, dickster stuff to other people, right? You want to start creating your own little tiny slaves because you enjoy being a slave. Nah. Because usually the person who is a slave, who likes to create their own slaves, who loves being a slave, does it to younger people, right? They do it to younger people. So they start corrupting the youth, right? And the opposite sex, who are a little on the, mentally challenged side, right? Slightly disabled mentally side, right? The person who loves to be enslaved messes with someone whose mental capacity is not there, right? All the way. It's there, but there's just a little bit missing, right? So they enslave mentally challenged folks, right? Right. And they enslave younger folks, right? So if this person's 35, they're going to do it to like a 16-year-old, right? Or somebody who's like 25 but a little, right, touched, as we would call it, right? We used to call it, right? So, right, these are the different types of people, and that's what happens, how you get yourself enslaved. And to get re-enslaved is actually the same thing, right? You've already been enslaved before, right? So you know the steps, but I guess you just say forget it, right? And just go for the gusto. I've been here before, right? I can handle it. I don't know what you're thinking is when you're re-enslaved, but this is how you get enslaved, all right? I'll think about the re-enslavement. That's something to think about. All right, have a great afternoon. Is it afternoon finally? Yes, it's afternoon.